In a world where love should be straightforward and uncomplicated, Forbidden Desires delves into the complex and intricate love stories between a married man and a woman. The undeniable attraction they feel for each other leads them down a path of forbidden passion, challenging the boundaries they both thought were unbreakable. Set in the bustling city of New York, the story follows the lives of James Anderson, a successful entrepreneur, and Emily Collins, a talented artist trapped in a loveless marriage. James, a devoted family man, finds himself inexplicably drawn to Emily's captivating charm and hidden desires. Emily, longing for passion and affection, cannot resist the powerful connection that develops between them. As their love story unfolds, both characters must confront the ethical dilemmas that come with their forbidden tryst. Caught between their commitment to their spouses and the all-consuming love they share, James and Emily must navigate a minefield of emotions, secrets, and moral obligations. The consequences of their actions impact not only their own lives but also the lives of those around them. Forbidden Desires explores the complexities of human nature, the nuances of desire, and the consequences of pursuing love outside the bounds of societal expectations. It is a tale that forces readers to question the limitations placed on relationships and the power of love to transcend conventions. The beginning of temptation. James Anderson found himself transfixed by the woman seated across from him. It was an ordinary day at a coffee shop in the heart of the city. But something about her aura captivated his attention. Her name was Emily Collins. And little did he know, she would become a pivotal figure in his life. James couldn't deny the magnetic pull he felt towards Emily. It was a sensation he hadn't experienced in years. Not since he had married his college sweetheart, Sarah. Yet, as he watched Emily brush a strand of hair behind her ear, he felt an undeniable connection stirring within him. It was a dangerous path he was about to embark on, one that could shatter the foundations of his carefully constructed life. Meeting Emily that day was purely coincidental. James had stopped by the coffee shop to grab a quick cup of caffeine before a meeting when he noticed her sitting alone at a corner table, engrossed in a sketchpad. Curiosity got the better of him, and before he knew it, he found himself striking up a conversation with her. Their exchange began innocently enough, talking about art and mundane topics. But there was an undercurrent of electricity that buzzed between them. James was acutely aware of the wedding ring on his finger, a reminder of his commitment to Sarah. Yet, the pull he felt towards Emily was undeniable, awakening dormant desires within him. As the conversation progressed, James learned that Emily was also married, trapped in a loveless union that left her yearning for more. It was a revelation that both scared and excited him. The shared experience of feeling unfulfilled in their respective marriages created an unspoken bond between them, an understanding that neither could ignore. As James said goodbye to Emily that day, he carried a weight of guilt and longing. He knew that he had to tread carefully, that the path they were embarking on was fraught with risks and potential heartbreak. But the allure of forbidden love was too powerful to resist, and it would only be a matter of time before James would find himself entangled in a web of passion, betrayal, and love. The dance of deception. In the days following their initial encounter, James and Emily couldn't shake the lingering thoughts and emotions that had been ignited. Each passing moment only intensified their desire for one another. And they found themselves entangled in a dangerous dance of deception. James became skilled at concealing his blossoming emotions from his wife, Sarah. He crafted intricate lies, feigning exhaustion or late-night work meetings to cover up his secret rendezvous with Emily. Guilt consumed him as he grew more entwined in his web of deceit. But the allure of forbidden love proved too powerful to resist. Emily, too, resorted to playing the part of a contented wife, all while her heart yearned for the affection and passion she found in James' presence. She carefully guarded the secret of their encounters, knowing that revealing the truth could tear her marriage apart and cause unimaginable pain to her unsuspecting husband. Their hidden meetings became the only solace in their lives. Every stolen touch, whispered confession, and shared longing served as a reminder of the forbidden path they had chosen. The thrill of their clandestine affair bordered on an addiction, as it allowed them to escape the mundanity of their everyday lives and revel in the intensity of their hidden desires. Sparks ignite. As James and Emily's connection deepened, their encounters evolved from stolen moments in coffee shops to intimate nights spent in clandestine hotel rooms. The spark between them ignited, setting ablaze a passion that neither had felt with their spouses for a long time. In the confines of the hotel room, they gave in to their desires, their bodies intertwining in a dance of longing and pleasure. The physical connection they shared was electrifying, but it was the emotional connection that kept them coming back for more. In each other's arms, they found solace, fulfillment, and a love that they had been missing in their marriages. But with each forbidden encounter, the stakes grew higher. The guilt they both carried threatened to consume them, casting shadows over the moments of bliss they shared. They knew their actions were ethically and morally questionable, yet their hearts were unable to resist the magnetic pull drawing them together. As days turned into weeks and weeks turned into months, James and Emily found themselves caught in a whirlwind of conflicting emotions. Love and passion battled against loyalty and responsibility, leaving them torn between the lives they had built and the love that burned within their souls. A forbidden encounter. The risk of getting caught only heightened the excitement of their illicit affair. Every clandestine meeting was a thrill, an exhilarating dance with danger. However, fate had a way of throwing unexpected curveballs into their carefully constructed world. One fateful evening, as James and Emily indulged in stolen moments of togetherness, their secret sanctuary was shattered by an unforeseen interruption. Sarah, James' wife, unexpectedly returned home early from a work trip, catching him off guard. Panic swept through James' veins as he hastily tried to conceal his disheveled appearance and the lingering presence of Emily in their shared space. He scrambled to create an excuse, desperately hoping that Sarah wouldn't see through his lies. Meanwhile, Emily hid herself in a nearby closet, her heart pounding in her chest. Fear mingled with anticipation as she listened to the strained conversation between James and Sarah, the weight of their deception pressing heavily upon her conscience. As tension mounted within the room, The delicate balance of their secret teetered on the edge of destruction. The fates of James, Emily, and their respective marriages hung in the balance. Uncertain of what lay ahead. Secrets unveiled. The truth had a way of unraveling even the most carefully woven webs of deception. As Sarah's suspicions grew, her determination to uncover the truth intensified, driving her to dig deeper into the enigma that had become her husband's behavior. Emotionally torn herself, Sarah had noticed the changes in James, the distance that had begun to seep into their once loving relationship. She couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss, and her intuition led her down a dangerous path of investigation. Through carefully placed questions, discreet observations, and the help of a mutual acquaintance, Sarah's search for answers gained momentum. It was a fragile thread of evidence that would ultimately bring the truth to light. With each piece of the puzzle falling into place, Sarah discovered the unthinkable. The magnitude of James' betrayal, the existence of a secret lover, the unraveling of their picture-perfect life sent shockwaves through her very core. As Sarah confronted James with her newfound knowledge, the bond they had built over years of marriage crumbled before their eyes. Tears, anger, and heartbreak engulfed them both, forever changing the trajectory of their lives. Passionate nights. In the wake of the revelation, James and Emily found solace in one another's arms. Their love, once hidden in the shadows, was no longer forced to lurk in secrecy. They were free to explore their passion openly. But the consequences of their actions loomed over them. Together, they embarked on a journey of healing and rediscovery, fostering a love that had blossomed amidst the chaos and destruction of their previous lives. The nights they spent intertwined in passionate embraces became a testament to the undying flame that burned between them. However, as the initial excitement of newfound freedom waned, the realities of their situation became apparent. The fallout from their broken marriages scattered fragments of trust and left scars that would forever mar their hearts. Caught between the longing for a love that defied societal norms and the guilt of the lives they had shattered, James and Emily grappled with profound inner turmoil. While their connection remained unbreakable, the consequences of their actions threatened to tear them apart. The guilt within. Guilt, like an ever-present specter, haunted James and Emily as they navigated the aftermath of their decisions. The weight of their actions pressed heavily upon their conscience, reminding them of the consequences their love had wrought. They found themselves questioning their own morality and pondering the damage they had caused to those they once vowed to love and protect. The guilt gnawed at their souls, creating a chasm between the happiness they had found in one another and the devastation they had left behind. Together, they sought solace in each other's understanding. They recognized the complexity of their situation and the impossibility of undoing the past. As they explored the depths of their guilt and its impact on their lives, they forged a deeper bond rooted in empathy and a shared desire to find redemption. Love's complications. Love, in all its glory, is often accompanied by complications. James and Emily discovered this truth firsthand as they attempted to reconcile their deep affection for one another with the tangled web of emotions. responsibilities, and shattered lives they had left in their wake. As their love story continued to unfold against all odds, they were confronted with external forces that sought to tear them apart. Friends, family, and society all exerted pressure on them to conform to societal expectations and forsake a love that had been deemed immoral. Yet, their connection persevered, defying the boundaries imposed upon them. They clung to the belief that their love was worth fighting for, even as the world around them remained obstinate in its condemnation. Together, they charted a course through the choppy waters of love's complications, standing unified against the challenges that threatened to snatch their happiness away. With every obstacle they overcame, their love grew stronger, its roots entwined deeper within their souls. Crossing boundaries. Boundaries, once established, are often difficult to breach. But for James and Emily, the boundaries that once defined their lives had become blurred, giving way to a deep connection that transcended the societal limitations imposed upon them. They ventured into uncharted territory, embracing a love that defied conventions and disregarded the expectations of others. Together, they explored the depths of their souls, unearthing truths that could not be silenced. Crossing boundaries became both a symbolic act of rebellion and an acknowledgement that their love was too powerful to be contained. They embraced the unknown, finding freedom in the defiance of societal norms, and choosing to create their own path to happiness. In the shadows of desire. Under the cloak of darkness, James and Emily found sanctuary in their forbidden love. The cover of night offered them solace, freeing them from the prying eyes of judgment and allowing their desires to take center stage. In the shadows of desire, they shared stolen moments of affection, their bodies entwined in a dance of longing and fulfillment. The world around them faded away as they surrendered to the intoxicating allure of their love, finding solace in the embrace of one another. The nights became a realm of endless possibilities, where inhibitions were shed, and vulnerability took precedence. In these stolen moments, James and Emily connected on a level that surpassed physicality, transcending the boundaries of their married lives. But with the dawn of each new day, the reality of their circumstances would set in, and they would once again face the harsh light of their choices. The darkness offered them respite, but it could never shield them from the consequences they would inevitably encounter.